Yes, the Cleveland Bandits edged out Florida last week for their first win of the season, but this will be a whole different challenge, going to the defending champs in their home opener following an 0-2 start. How hungry are the Lightning? The Minnesota Chippers and the Vegas Devils are both coming off blowout losses. Who will bounce back tonight in the debut of Vegas quarterback Frank Stearns and Minnesota receiver Donnie Allegny? And two major powers of old clash in Texas tonight. The Dragons with two narrow losses, the Talons with two narrow wins. Can Chicago even things out and continue this week's trend of upset wins? All that and more will be decided tonight, right here in the Virtual Zone. Week 3 ends tonight. Sit back and enjoy the glory of 3 times the football as 90 minutes of UFL football start right now, and immediately you can see that Minnesota is in the snow tonight. Flurries in Minneapolis. It is overcast in New York, and we are climate controlled in Dallas. As we get underway, I'm UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine. Not feeling particularly great today, but I'm going to try to give you my very best, just like I do every night. Last night took a lot out of me. If you missed UFL Game Night last night, what an absolute thriller of a night. Ryzen Rodriguez gets New York started with a 9-yard carry. Chicago's got the football, and Minnesota's got the football to start us off. Let's settle in and watch some great football here tonight. Brando Black throws an interception. Well, here we go. Didn't even get off camera. And there's a fumble. There's a fumble. New York is recovered. And all the way down the other way, New York is going to score. Okay, so that's how this night's going to go. Touchdown, Lightning. We'll take another look at that. Oh, buckle in, folks. Black throws a pick. And then the ball looks down. Daniel Alvarez, I believe, was the man that made the tackle. And then Henson Jr. took it the other way for a score. We'll likely get a review and check that out. Unbelievable. Chicago's punting on their opening possession. They went 3 and out. Doug Falk had a sack problem last week. Was sacked 7 times.
The previous play is under review.
Hoping to correct that tonight is Minnesota. Vegas coming off that 41-0 loss to Los Angeles, which feels like forever ago. And while they review that, Doug Falk's going to take off and run on a 1st down and 10. He lost the ball out of bounds to the 43, but that's where we'll send our audio here. Let's see. Yeah, Cleveland's going to retain possession. So the interception stands, the fumble does not, and Cleveland has a turnover in the first 40 seconds of the game, and that touchdown for New York is off the board. I knew I was going to get his name wrong in the preview as much as I practiced.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie.
It is Minnesota receiver Donnie Allegny. That's what it is. Donnie Allegny. Corey, if you're in the chat, let me know if that is being pronounced correctly. 3rd down and 10 here for Minnesota. Did Falk Falk got sacked. Well, here we go. This time an unblocked blitzer off the left side. And Isaac Covert goes down as well for Cleveland, so the Bandits aren't going to get anything off that turnover. Let's give some chat shout-outs here. Neil Rivers got the first drop of the night. You can DM that to me, Neil, once you make your decision. As Doug Falk's going to take off and run on 3rd down and 10. He has to slide short of the sticks. We got Stephon Forge here making his debut. Frank Stearns at quarterback. There he is right there on the screen. 4th and 3. Vegas is going to get the football. Annie Beaverhausen is here. Receiver for the Bandits. Cleveland will have to punt the ball away. Cameron Duty throws an interception. Chicago going the other way. Ontario Knight with one hand on the football. Knight's got a touchdown for Chicago. Pick 6 is our first score of the night. 55 yards. Ontario Knight The Chicago defense got a fumble 6 in the second half against Miami, and this time a pick 6 as the Dragons take an early 6-0 lead. Cameron Duty was looking for Rashad Lockley, and Knight gets the better of that matchup here to start. Ernest McRae is here. Think outside the box is here. Cooper and Murdoch are in the house. Kane Vasquez and many more as we get going here on game night. So Chicago gets the pick 6. We got nobody really close to scoring position, so let's go back to Brando Black, who's trying to shake off that quick interception. He does so with a first down there to the 36. Well, after tonight, we're 3 weeks into the UFL, and before things get a little nutty, as they always do here on game night, although it feels like we're already there, let us know in the chat how you're liking the UFL over the first few weeks, what you like the most, what you like the least. Just let us know. Love the feedback. It's a brand new product. Minnesota almost with an interception there. Cameron Duty will go back out there trying to shake off his early interception. Vegas can't get anything going on their opening drive, so back-to-back punts there. Pass for New York caught by Ryzen Rodriguez. Their offense includes Tom Frederick at left tackle, Rodriguez, Daniel Alvarez at receiver, Robert Henson Jr., Jupiter Jennings in the backfield with Brando Black. Duty with a play fake, fires down the field. That's caught by Dallas to the Chicago 45-yard line. So the Talons are moving it across the 50 for the first time. This is Lockley again with that catch. Second and 6 for Minnesota. Doug Falk lets it rip down the field and incomplete. Looking for son Tyler. And that punt for Cleveland is in the end zone. Oh, almost another pick for Chicago there. Duty trying to get one into the end zone. Doug Falk throwing a screen. That is caught by Dalton Brown. Check that. That is Ross, the second back in Minnesota. Dalton Brown, Doug Falk, Tyler Falk, and Donnie Alegny. I think it's going to trip me up here for at least 2 more times. At receiver, all on offense there for Minnesota. Emmanuel Blackman, like how matchups make games. Can't tell if you're going to for sure win. Certainly so. Cameron Duty over the middle. That pass is caught. Dallas is in the red zone. Isaac Covert, deep shot for Cleveland. That is incomplete. Third down. No offensive points. Wow. Blast from the past. Dave Axis is calling me right now. He must not be watching UFL Game Night. Otherwise, he would know that I'm on the air. Wonder how Dave is doing. An old staple in the sim football world. Dallas is in the red zone. Cameron Duty hands it off. That's Walls, the backup to Travius James, their running back. Also on this offense for Dallas, Rashad Lockley, Neil Rivers at tight end, along with Duty at quarterback. Doug Falk's off to a 4-for-5 start, and Minnesota's near the red zone. Dallas is in the red zone. Cameron Duty with a play fake. There's a flag down. Cleveland's got a fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line. Hand off to Jaden Swift. Got 5 on the carry. Stephon Ford's cheering on his new quarterback, Frank Stearns. Vegas, Chicago, and Cleveland in the all whites tonight. We've got a monochrome game night All green for Minnesota, all blue for Dallas, and all black for New York. Oh, the Dave Axis call is not good. Looks like, oh man. Minnesota, that pass is caught, touchdown. Touchdown for the Chippers. And that is our first offensive touchdown of the night. So Doug Falk gets Minnesota on the board first. They go up 6-0 with an extra point pending. 3rd and 15 now for Dallas. They are technically out of the red zone. As Cameron Duty fires into the back corner, it's picked again. Whoa! That pass intercepted by unclaimed free safety Reneel Brown. Look at this pick in the back corner of the end zone, looking for Lockley again. Got the feet in. Yeah, that's a great angle. And Dallas has 2 turnovers on their opening 2 possessions. It's Chicago's defense putting in the work early in that football game. Meanwhile, Cleveland is moving down the field, and the Bandits are in the red zone.
We got this.
Logan Foster, the quarterback for Chicago, trying to get the offense moving. That's his first completion. Mississippi is here. It's up 1. That pass for Cleveland last caught by Beaverhausen. Cash Carter, Jaden Swift, Isaac Covert, and Ezra Swift, a part of this Cleveland offense. Hand off to Swift. He is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there. That's Kane Vasquez on this New York defense, along with St. Louis, Rose Black, and Dante Doom III. Cleveland's defense features Penny Lane. Vegas has Chris Phillips at corner. Ontario Knight of Chicago, and on Dallas, Ryan Van Holten and Frank Bernstein, a part of this defense.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch out.
Cleveland's in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Hand off to Swift. And Swift will pick up 10 yards near the first down. 3rd and 1 for Cleveland. Stearns with that throw for Vegas on 2nd down and 9. His second completion will set up a 3rd down and 4. Chicago's at midfield. Jamal Tyson, very kind of you. $19.99 super chat. I'm enjoying the UFL series, he says. Let us know what your favorite part is. We'll highlight that too. Tyson, I really needed that today, man. Nice pick-me-up. It gets lonely here at VFN headquarters sometimes as Battle's got a first down for Vegas to the Minnesota 39. All right, Cleveland, what you got? 1st and goal at the 5. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. The Bandits trying to be the second team to score an offensive point today. Covert drops the throw against some pressure. It is picked up, and he's got a touchdown. Isaac Covert finds Cash Carter in the end zone. 5'11", 201, not the biggest dude. And Frank Stearns just got Vegas into the red zone. So Cleveland has the lead. Ethan Flowers with the catch. Stearns trying to establish a new relationship with Ethan Flowers here. Everybody was chasing Ethan. So Cleveland has scored. And let's send our audio to Minnesota where Vegas is in the red zone here. Stearns in trouble against the blitz. He is sacked, and just like that, Vegas is back outside the red zone. We hope everyone is doing okay out there, dealing with the severe weather outbreak that has happened over the last couple of days in Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, our home base of Louisiana, Illinois. Yeah, we hope everybody is okay. It's pretty scary out there, and just unfortunately more small towns in the path of these wicked storms. So hope everybody and their family and your loved ones are doing all right out there. Stearns on 2nd and 20 off the sack. He checks it down and gets all of it back. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Vegas. So back in the red zone goes Vegas. Juan says, hope all is well with you. Yeah, certainly. Doing okay. Cannot complain. Stearns to throw on 3rd down and 10. He'll fire a crosser, and it hits the receiver right in the hands, and he literally, where's he going? Runs all the way to the sideline. Oh, it hit him right in the head. Wow. Well, that's not Stearns' fault. That's just I don't even know if you can call that a drop. That's just a headshot. Chicago is back in the red zone. Man, Chicago has dominated this first half in Dallas. Vegas's field goal is good, so it's 7-3 in the snow. Vegas certainly not accustomed to that. Our second snow game in UFL history. Rochester and Charlotte was the first. That is Jupiter Jennings on the carry. His first carry goes for 9 for the New York Lightning. All right, let's go to Dallas, where Chicago's trying to go up 14-0. 3rd down and 2. Logan Foster rips one to the end zone and scores. Touchdown, Dragons. Unclaimed wide receiver, Abrayo Melbain. Just a simple little slant route, and he beats the coverage of Sheldon Hastings. Wow, 13-0 Chicago is another 2-0 in trouble. We only have, Dallas is the only 2-0 team here on game night. That field goal is good, or the extra point rather is good. 12 play, 80-yard, 5-minute, 45-second drive for Chicago. They lead 14-0. Scores from earlier this week. Milwaukee is 1-2, but fell to St. Louis 38-28. Austin, another close loss, 19-13. Portland improves to 2-1. They've won 2 in a row. Rochester dispatches New Orleans 27-10. Pioneers got tested, but ultimately breezed through New Orleans to get to 3-0. Montana, what a game. They win a thriller 27-24 over Dakota, another 0-2 team knocking off a 2-0 team here in week 3. We had Phoenix 27-25 with a tremendous win over Houston. Joe Tillo 2-0 since taking over as the starting quarterback in Phoenix. Jupiter Jennings with the carry for New York all the way up to the 48-yard line. San Diego edges El Paso 13-7. That was a game that El Paso had every opportunity to win but just could not get it done. Last night on UFL Primetime, if you missed it, what an ending, 24-17, San Jose over Miami as the Pirates ran out of time. Doug Falk running out of time. He's sacked again. Los Angeles was upset last night by Fresno, 21-17. Plenty of good games out there. All right, let's go back to New York, where we've got the Lightning near the 50. McGee couldn't hold his block. Cameron Duty, long down the field. That is hauled in to the 49-yard line. Nice throw from Duty to unclaimed wide receiver Freddie Grady. New York's got a punt, and that punt rolls into the end zone, so Cleveland's going to take over. Meanwhile, 3rd down and 8, and Doug Falk's in trouble. How'd he get out of that one? Doug Falk slides, but he's short of the sticks. We'll see if Minnesota elects to go for this on 4th down and 3. Jamal Tyson with another $4.99 super chat. Hey, man, Jamal, my #1 fan tonight, man. I really appreciate you. Every game was a one-score game. Amazing. Yeah, it's been a nail-biter of a weekend. Now Dallas has a delay a game. The Dallas Talons are discombobulated right now. Stearns coming out back there for Vegas. Isaac Covert fires down the field. That pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Cleveland. New York hasn't played bad, but Cleveland has certainly played better. This would be a big stop for the Lightning coming up. Okay, Dallas is across the 50, so we'll see if Dallas can respond. That's Travius James. Man, I do that all the time. I'm so sorry, Travius. Travius James, an old defensive back here on the Virtual Football Network. Cleveland's got another completion. That is unclaimed tight end Carrick Randall. He was all alone, beat the linebacker in the zone, and Cleveland's across the 50.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Get.
Cameron Duty drops to throw, and Dallas has a first down to the 30-yard line. Nearing scoring position. Vegas has to punt. Cleveland is nearing scoring position. Jaden Swift with another good carry, 34 yards on his first 7 carries tonight. Come on with a $10 super chat. Do you like Texas team? I certainly do. I certainly do. Not like Jay Ballmer, man. He does not like Texas team. It's a hell of a story if you ever are chatting with Jay Ballmer at an SFL convention or otherwise, to hear the story of why he does not like Texas. There is an actual reason behind it. He's not just being silly. Cleveland's inside the 30. But yeah, of course, I graduated from Texas State. Got nothing against the Texans or the Longhorns or anybody else in Texas, really. Not a big Cowboy fan. Cameron Duty's in the red zone for Dallas. And Duty fires into the back of the end zone. That is caught. Rashad Lockley. There we go. As the sun shines through in Dallas, Lockley gives himself the slow clap. That's a pretty ball in Dallas, as Cleveland is also now in the red zone. Dallas is on the board, so 14-7 Chicago's lead is cut in half. If the extra point is good, they're going to review that. Let's go to New York. Oh, wow, that was a great catch in double coverage. That's Cash Carter again. Look at this catch, upper left-hand corner from Cash Carter in Cleveland. Wow. Antonio Dawson for New York, the corner, is trying to get on it.
Break. 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on.
Cooper says, glad to see the best of the best really playing in this league. And Lockley's here. Jaden Swift is in the end zone. Cleveland up 13-0. New York, they are at home. Even though they're 0-2, a 1.5-point favorite, because their schedule early on has been tough. They had Los Angeles and Rochester both on the road. Cleveland, who beat a 0-3 Florida team by 1 point, is up 13-0 at New York right now. Chicago with the lead on the road against the 2-0 Talons. Third down and 18 for Minnesota as Doug Falk is sacked again. Wow, the protection issues have not just don't appear to be fixed. 4 sacks for Vegas here in the first half. Falk took 7 sacks last week. And now that Cleveland's up 14-0, let's go to Dallas because I think Minnesota's going to be punting here, where Chicago's got the football back with a 14-7 lead. The difference in that game, a pick six from Ontario Knight. Chicago emphasizing the run game, trying to get the run game going a little bit more here this week so that it's not all on Logan Foster. Chicago lost a heartbreaking 41-38 loss to Miami last week, who then turned around and lost this week by 7 points. Vegas has a good pass rush, says one. Yeah, you know, it's a part of that too. Stearns, deep shot, caught, first down to the 35-yard line, and New York tried to air it out. Brando Black only has 19 yards passing right now. Second down and 10 for the Lightning. The defending champs, 0-2 to start this era of the UFL. New York's got near a first down. That's Rodriguez with the catch.
Let's go, 8 Reed. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
That pass from Stearns is complete. Brando Black gets it to the 37-yard line.
Ready, break.
To Robert Henson Jr., his first catch for a first down. Chicago's got a third down and 1, and they are stuffed. Dallas with the defense. It's 4th and 1. What's Chicago going to do? That's Van Holten in the backfield making the big play for the Talons, right on the eagle eye. Fourth and 1, Chicago. Oh, big run here for New York. Out the door. Jupiter Jennings. Touchdown, Lightning. Just like that. And just like that, Vegas is down the sideline for a Devil touchdown. 2 long touchdowns. That is Frank Stearns' first career passing touchdown. He got nailed. Juke on the outside, and Vegas is in the end zone. Jupiter Jennings scores for the Lightning to get him on the board. Boy, did New York need that. The New York Lightning run game lacking some explosivity. Their longest run of the season before that run was 15 yards. Jupiter Jennings gives New York the spark they needed, up to 88 rushing yards in the first half, and now that's a 7-point game. We're getting another. Yeah, oh boy, I hate to tell you this, guys, but I think we're expecting some more bad news in the sim football community with the way my phone is blowing up right now. I don't want to get into too many specifics, but just pray for our community, guys. All right, so 14-7, Cleveland now is only up 7. Vegas has scored. Dallas on a third down and 7. They can't get out of the shadow of their own end zone, so they're going to have to punt it away. Isaac Covert will take back over for Cleveland. He's 11 of 13 for 124 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. We're chatting about the undefeated teams right now at the top of the standings. So far, Rochester and Wichita are the only teams that have made it out of Week 3 undefeated. Doug Falk just got sacked again. Wow, this is unbelievable. Unclaimed defensive end Mark Evans is blowing up. Oh, that was actually a recap of all of the sacks that Minnesota has taken. When you're getting a highlight montage and we're not even to the half, that's a problem. Delay of game on Covert. But yeah, unclaimed defensive end Mark Evans.
Second down.
Anyway, Rochester and Wichita, the only teams that have made it out of week 3 without losing. There's going to be one more at least tonight between Cincinnati and Motor City. They play in primetime. Colin Northrup and Tyler Falk are on that call as Vegas gets another sack. What is the deal with Minnesota up front? Gave up 7 sacks last week, and Doug Falk is just getting a bruising in that Minnesota backfield. It is brutal. Logan Foster is taken down for Chicago. That is Van Holten, his first sack. Doug Falk on 3rd down and 17 for Minnesota. Just checks it down, and not much there. So the Chippers will have to punt it away. Dallas has an opportunity to get to 3-0 tonight. They would be the 3rd team to do so. At the bottom of the standings, the Tennessee Ramblers, 0-3. Man, their problem has been here recently, it's a lot of second down offense, putting them in 3rd down and long. They just have not been able to establish their ground game, and it's all been on the shoulders of Ryan Davis as Logan Foster lost the football on another Van Holten sack. It's 3rd and 31 for Chicago. Dallas has woken up here in the second quarter. Another 0-3 team, Florida, but Joe Francis has just been terribly inaccurate. And Sauce K is not getting the touches that he deserves offensively. Their defense has been leaky. Austin's 0-3, but they've lost 3 really tight, close games, but they have struggled at times. El Paso's been dreadful in the red zone. They've lost a few close games. They lost to Dallas only by 7, but they are also 0-3. New York and Chicago trying to avoid 0-3 as well here tonight. On 4th and 29, Dallas wisely calls a timeout with 57 seconds left to get the ball back. Brando Black's got Robert Henson in the pass game again for a Lightning first down. Robert Henson, best fullback in the league, and he is a dual threat for this Lightning squad. Out of the backfield. And listen, you know, the UFL, we like to, the goal is to keep all teams competitive, you know, and we've got some work to do in some of our markets. So we're hoping to make some big time changes for those teams that unfortunately have fallen to 0-3. But hey, half the teams win every game, and even if you do the math, technically there should be one 5-0 team and one 0-5 team once you get through week 5. I mean, it's just the simple 50% math of it all, because you're never going to have everybody finishing 8-8. Deep shot from Cameron Duty. That pass is caught. Neil Rivers to the 36. And Dallas calls their second timeout with 26 seconds to go. There's a timeout in snowy Minnesota where Vegas faces a 4th and 16. Minnesota called it to save some time off the clock. We've reached the 2-minute warning in New York as well, as Black fires to his tight end McGee for a first down. Cameron Duty fires for Dallas down to about the 36-yard line, but there's only 16 seconds left there. They've got to hurry. They do have that one timeout in their back pocket. They're at the Chicago 35-yard line. That pass also caught by McGee, down to 6, down to 5. Dallas is going to have to call a timeout, and they'll have to kick a field goal. New York is near the red zone here. They have all 3 timeouts and 1:20 left. Brando Black firing. Oh, he's picked off. Picked off at the 10. Penny Lane. Congrats to Penny. Her first career interception. 51-yard field goal for Dallas. He missed it with 1 second left, so Chicago will keep their 7-point lead heading into the locker room, and New York Cleveland rather, gets a stop just before the red zone. Oh, look at Penny Lane. Almost a one-hander.
On the double. 54, right there.
36 watching game night here tonight. We appreciate your viewership and support as we come down to the end of the first half. Colin Northrup, Tyler Falk have our primetime game, and it is going to be a good one. 2-0 Motor City, 2-0 Cincinnati, two explosive teams through the first couple of weeks of the season. Doug Falk's got a first down. He's got Minnesota in the red zone. He lost the ball, and it's picked up by Vegas. Oh, my goodness. Doug Falk. The first week, Minnesota took it to Portland. You can see Falk just not sure of himself. Isaac Covert's pass incomplete. Falk at the very last minute switches hands, and that is knocked away. Vegas's defense comes up with another big stop. There's Frank Stern's numbers in his first half of play this UFL season. 9 of 13, 158. One touchdown and no picks. Covert's pass nearly picked. 3rd down and 10. Deep shot from Covert, or from Stearns rather. It's incomplete. I thought it was intercepted. We're staying in New York. 43 seconds to go. Cleveland's the closest to scoring position at their own 34, but Covert is going to be sacked, and New York will call a timeout. Now it's Minnesota calling a timeout as Vegas has a 3rd down and long. The offenses have stalled out here in the snow late in the second quarter in the Vegas-Minnesota contest. We got 3 one-score games right now as we've started the second half in Big D. For the second time tonight, the New York Lightning defense gets a stop after a Brando Black interception. And what a throw there from Vegas on 3rd down and long. Hits Ethan Flowers and gets out of bounds for a Vegas first down. They still have all 3 timeouts with 41 seconds left. Minnesota was hoping to get off the field, but won't be able to do so. That was a heck of a pass. Hanson Jr. on the carry for New York up to the 47-yard line, and New York will call their second timeout, hoping to get in position to get some points. 23 seconds left. They'll save that timeout for the final seconds. They could get 2 plays off if this next play does not stop the clock. Cameron Duty over to the sideline of the 40. That is for a first down, Dallas. Here we go. Can New York get into field goal range? Play fake. The block is picked up, or the blitz is picked up. Deep shot from Black. That is incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and 2, 17 seconds left. So anything in the field of play is going to be their last for New York. They got to try to get into field goal range. Timeout for Vegas as they have moved it to the Minnesota 44-yard line, and they still have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Black is retreating, and Black is sacked. Now it's Cleveland taking the timeout because it is 4th down, and New York's going to have to punt. 23 seconds. Vegas did not get out of bounds, so they will burn a timeout. They have 1 remaining. You can see the timeout AI logic at work. New York is 11 seconds left. They're going for it on 4th and 14. That pass is incomplete, leaving Cleveland 7 seconds on the New York 34. We're definitely going to have to look at that one. That is way too close, as Cleveland will get to call a timeout, and they're going to get a chance to get a field goal. That is not smart from New York. There was just too much time on the clock with 11 seconds to go. Yeah, that's definitely going to be reviewed. here at headquarters. Ethan Flowers deep down the field. Vegas is not done. Here at the end of the first half, this is a freebie 46-yarder for Cleveland, and that kick is good. Wow, New York just gives up 3 points at the end of the half, getting ultra aggressive, trying to get in field goal range, reeked of desperation a little bit, and Cleveland will take a 17-7 lead into the locker room. Vegas successfully gets down the field. They fall 8 yards short of the end zone, but they do get a field goal up. Vegas leads Minnesota 13-7 likely at the break. And while Dallas has a 3rd and 4 from the 25. We'll see what they do here. Oh, they're actually close to scoring position. Screen pass is knocked away, so 4th and 4, a field goal coming up there. So let's step aside quickly and pause for league rights. We'll be right back.
This presentation of the UFL is intended for the private use of our audience. Any accounts or descriptions of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
The field goal for Dallas is up and through here early in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota and Vegas just ending their first half. Cleveland is up by 10 after New York got, I think, in my view, way too aggressive on 4th down from their own 34 there at the end of the first half. I think that is a blatantly obvious adjustment needed. All right, let's go to New York, where Boss Cameron on that last return has the Bandits up 10. Jaden Swift, 9 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. One stating very competitive. Yep, we've got a couple of one-score games. A 10-point lead for Cleveland, but the total yards in that game, 179 to 171 in favor of the Bandits. New York's got triple digits in rushing yards already. Isaac Covert's pass is caught. This has been a very impressive performance out of the Cleveland Bandits tonight, going to New York. And taking an early 10-0 lead. Logan Foster goes down. That is Van Holten, and that pass is caught. Covert all the way down to the New York 32-yard line. That is Annie Beaverhausen. Monster play for the Cleveland offense. Covert airing it out. Look at Beaverhausen beat her man down the field, one-handed over the shoulder. That was more impressive than I originally thought. What a play from Beaverhausen. Play fake, Covert throws a little bit high. That pass is incomplete. Vegas back to work on offense, and Stearns nearly threw a pick. The Devils have bounced back. They got shellacked 41-0 to Los Angeles. And they have shown up tonight in Minnesota. Chicago once again for the 3rd straight week. Looking better. Logan Foster, 10 of 12. Barton's got 2 catches for 25 yards. And that pass delivered on the money from Foster. And he loves it in chat. Third down and 2 for Vegas. And that's going to come up short of the first down. So Minnesota's defense doing yeoman's work out there, because the Chippers offense has really struggled. Doug Falk with all the sacks in the backfield. Covert on 3rd down and 11. He is brought down. And the New York defense comes up with a monster stop. Let's go to Dallas with our audio here, as Vegas is going to have to punt. Cleveland's going to have to punt. Dallas still trailing 14-7, but Chicago got interceptions on their first 2 defensive drives and took a 14-0 lead pretty early on in this game. They've been a little quiet since. Play fake from Foster on 2nd down and 11. He'll fire into the flat, pick up a couple. Cleveland had Beaverhausen on the mind as Cleveland's going to down that punt at the 10. 3rd down and 9. Logan Foster throwing into the sun here in Dallas, and he is smothered. That is the 4th sack for Van Holten. Wow. Foster, I don't even know if he saw Van Holten. Wow, he just got a fist to the face. Look at Foster, lower right-hand corner. Bam! Wow. Van Holten, that was, man, can't believe there's not a personal foul on that. That is ridiculous. I think Van Holten may have a new UFL record as Doug Falk's pass is incomplete. We're going to look up the game high for sacks. Good punt from Chicago down to the 3-yard line by sacks in a game. New York gets away. 1st down, a 14-yard run for Daniel Alvarez as they popped it over to him. He somehow evades 2 Cleveland Bandit defenders. Upper left. How did he get away from that one? What a play by Alvarez. And we're going to go back to Minnesota here because Vegas is the closest in scoring position at their own 31-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 5.
So we've got the, there goes the Flowers. Vegas has a touchdown just as I was looking off screen. That is the kiss of death if you're talking about needing some boring and getting some excitement. Frank Stearns to Ethan Flowers. Oh, Minnesota, I'm just now seeing it for the first time. 4 different defenders run into each other, and Ethan Flowers is gone into the end zone. Vegas is up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in the picture, and none of them bring down Flowers. And then a nice block down the field as well by Battle. Now Vegas is going for 2 to try to go up 14. And they hand it off, and Jazario Houston, who's been a little quiet, actually really quiet tonight, just 2 yards on his first 7 carries, cannot get in. So Vegas's lead will stand at 12 in Minnesota, 19-7. That was a 68-yard touchdown from Frank Stearns. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. New York's got a first down into Cleveland territory. That's their tight end, A.J. McGee. So New York is across the 50. We'll send our audio there. Ryan Van Holten sets a claimed player record for sacks in a game with 4, but he ties Dylan Collins, who had 4 for St. Louis against Phoenix back on February the 19th. You can see all our single game records on our website at UFL.football. Brando Black tried to unleash the dragon, as Josh Zirkle would say, and he is taken down. 2nd sack of the day for Cleveland. Tyler Falk head-banging Minnesota head coach noises. Minnesota still dealing with the sack bug, and their defense has let up a couple of monster touchdowns from incoming quarterback Frank Stearns as well. Down by 12, in danger of falling to 0-2 at home, but plenty of time left in that game. Henson Jr. is smashed by unclaimed defensive tackle Carlos Berry. Meanwhile, Logan Foster for Chicago just cannot get the offense moving. It's 3rd down and 3, 1:35 to go in the third quarter there. That one is razor thin. Brando Black beat the defense over the top. Touchdown, New York. Ryzen Rodriguez. Just a shallow zone there by the corner. Perfectly thrown between the corner and the safety. Brando Black showing off the throw power. New York rather, is right back in the game. Foster, I believe, converts that 3rd down and 3. Extra point is good for New York. Now just a 3-point game.
Let's go. 70.
Chicago did convert. Let's go to Minnesota. They're on their own 44-yard line. Doug Falk fires over the middle. That pass is caught. When he's actually thrown the ball, he's been pretty accurate. 16 of 20, no picks, 180 yards. And there's the newcomer, Donnie Allegny. And Kane Vasquez making a good point. Yeah, the difference in that Cleveland-New York game right now is that 4th down decision that helped Cleveland get into a scoring position just before the half to go up 3. Minnesota's got a little bit of the ground game going. That's Ross, his first carry. And that's the end of the third quarter already in Dallas. Chicago built a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter. They're trying to hang on, 14-10. Doug Falk down the field, caught to the 20-yard line. Minnesota's in the red zone. That's Allegny again. What's up, Colin Northrup? Our play-by-play man for tonight's UFL primetime game, Motor City and Cincinnati.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shoot.
Doug Falk fires, and the receiver got nailed. 2nd down and 10, Minnesota. Jaden Swift takes the handoff for Cleveland and has a 1st down. 59 yards on 10 carries for Jaden Swift to the New York 48. Falk, 2nd and 10. Fires to the sideline. That's knocked away. Vegas strengthening in the red zone, 3rd and 10.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57. We own it. We own it.
There's a penalty, false start on Cleveland. Falk, 3rd down, blitz picked up, fires end zone, and Tyler Falk could not hang on. Cameron Duty, monster shot down the field. Oh, it went right through Lockley's hands. Maybe a touch overthrown. Oh, great swat. That is unclaimed corner, Marcus Walters. Watch him knock that ball right out of Tyler Falk's hands. Duty checks it to the sideline. Minnesota's got to settle for 3. Let's go back to New York as that field goal is good for Minnesota, 19-10, 5:37 to go in the third. It's a big 3rd down and 7 for Dallas at their own 23-yard line. But Cleveland is our only team across the 50. Duty again fires to the sideline. That is not going to get it done on 3rd and 7. And Dallas is going to have to punt. Chicago holding on. Neil Rivers with his 4th catch. 3rd down and 9 for Covert and the Bandits. Covert fires. Pass picked off. New York's got the interception and the ball at the 42-yard line. Covert's first interception of the night. It's a big one. New York down 17-7 at the half. starting to get some things to piece some things together here in the third quarter. Connor Bridwell. There goes Chicago's Preston. He's got 57 yards on 10 carries, so that run game working a little bit better for Chicago tonight. As the Dragons try to get back up by 2 scores and really put the pressure on Dallas. Vegas has the football back, but Jazario Houston just 3 yards tonight on 8 carries. It's been all about Frank Stearns, Ethan Flowers, and this passing attack for Vegas that's had a bounce-back evening. 2nd and 8 coming up for New York, trying to take advantage of the turnover. 254 to 245 in total yards in that game. Handoff Henson, but he is stuffed. Locked down in the backfield. Cleveland's been all over him all night long. Unclaimed free safety, Aaron Marsh. With the tackle in the backfield, he just shot the gap. Tyler Fall, 99 catching traffic. Oh, don't you guys know by now that that doesn't mean that 99 out of 100 times you're going to make the catch? Brando Black dropping to throw. Just got rid of it in time. Caught at the 37-yard line. A pickup of 20. Daniel Alvarez. First down, New York. The drive continues. As the sun sets here in Dallas. Snowy Minnesota. Deep shot. Stearns. This one is knocked away. Minnesota stops the deep ball. Logan Foster on a 2nd and 8 check down. Not much there. Play fake Black. Brando Black. All kinds of time. Looking for someone to get open. Deep shot down the field. That pass is caught to the 14-yard line. Coming back for the football. A 24-yard catch for unclaimed Dylan Gordon. New York is in the red zone down 3. They have owned the third quarter. 3rd down and 7 for Vegas. Minnesota hoping to get off the field. Down 9. Stearns pass caught. As Minnesota loses another Vegas receiver in the snow. 319 yards passing for Frank Stearns in his first game. Chicago's got a first down. A perfect throw on 3rd down and 9. Look at this pass from Foster. Wow, in the sun. That is a difficult catch there for Chicago. Dragons up 3, trying to put more pressure on the Talons. This has been a difficult road for Chicago. At Miami, at Dallas the last couple of weeks, but they've been in both games. And the crazy thing is that last week, Chicago lost to Miami 41-38. But yet here in Dallas, it's 14-10. Dallas has played a bunch of low-scoring games, 20-13, 24-14, and here 14-10. Foster fires into the red zone and just short of the first down. It's the start of the fourth quarter in New York. Now, New York has struggled in the red zone, only 1 touchdown in the first 2 weeks. They have a 3rd down and 9 here at the 12. Can they punch it in? Black, pass, caught, no. Incomplete, 4th down, New York will have to kick. And on 3rd down and 1, Chicago elects to throw. They don't get it. Looking for Preston in the flat. Meanwhile, Vegas is in the red zone. All 3 teams are now in the red zone as Stearns once again hits a receiver down the field. This is the first time we've seen Minnesota really get eaten up in the pass game. New Orleans didn't have it last week. 4th and 1, Chicago's going to take the points here. A 31-yard field goal, as is New York. But for the Dragons, they had an opportunity to go for it. Stearns is going to the end zone. That pass is incomplete. So a pair of field goals. Let's send audio to Minnesota. 17-10 Chicago, 17-17 Cleveland and New York, and 19-10 Vegas over Minnesota. Devils hand it off to Houston down to the 7-yard line as they are the last game in the third quarter. Dallas and Chicago are already halfway through.
Go set. 18 Gator. Line 54.
Stearns has to get rid of this on 3rd down and 6. He's going to take off and run. There's nobody there. Touchdown Minnesota, or touchdown Vegas rather. Frank Stearns, not a runner by trade, but when you got that much space, take off and do it yourself. What a debut for Frank Stearns. And Vegas has a new lease on life. Cameron Duty, deep shot to Lockley again. This one a little underthrow, but it's caught. Caught at the 19-yard line into the red zone for Dallas, down 7. Lockley with an insane catch. Dallas in no huddle, quickly moving. They like what they got here. And anytime you're trailing, you can't be too careful because a field goal really doesn't do you any good here. Stearns going for 2, and Vegas for the second time tonight fails on a 2-point conversion. Looked like that ball just slipped out of Stearns' hand. So 25-10. Duty down to the 8-yard line, 6-yard line for Dallas with 4:59 to go. Down 7. Cleveland has the football in a tie game with 10:48 to go on a 2nd down and 7. Cameron Duty surveying on 1st and goal. All kinds of time, but then just throws it away. 3rd and 10 coming up for Cleveland. New York has outscored the Bandits 10-0 here in the second half. Yes, you can stop 2-point conversions. Dallas, 2nd and goal, handoff. That goes to Walls, who hasn't done much in the run game. Chicago's been pretty good against the run. 3rd and 10 for Cleveland. Covert fires down the middle. That pass is caught to the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Bandits. 3rd and goal for Dallas. Empty for Duty. Cameron Duty steps up, fires back in the end zone. That is caught, but illegal touching. And Dallas won't get the score. Freddie Grady called. Now Dallas is going for it. 4th and goal at the 3, 4:28 left. Field goal doesn't do much for you now. They'll hand it off to James, and he's stopped at the 4. Cleveland's got a 1st down. No, 2nd and inches to the New York 24. Dallas comes up empty on 4th and goal. 4:24 left. Now they need to stop. Chicago's pinned at their own 4-yard line. Hand off to Swift for Cleveland. Nothing doing there. Chicago trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. As we wind to the end of the 3rd quarter in Minnesota, a long game over there. That's Dalton Brown with the catch out of the backfield, but not a lot of room to run. Fresh set of downs for Covert and the Bandits, trying to get their first points of the second half. Foster fires for Chicago. That pass is incomplete and almost intercepted. Red zone to New York. Bandits and Lightning, 8 minutes to go. Tied at 17. Covert to throw. Pass, end zone, touchdown Cleveland. What a response from the Bandits. Cash Carter's 2nd touchdown of the night and Cleveland's first points of the second half. Wow, it's just been the little things tonight. Cleveland goes up 6 with an extra point pending. Ethan Flowers, 141 yards and a touchdown on 5 grabs. You knew it would be a priority for Frank Stearns to get him going tonight. Has been disgruntled with the direction of the team. But it's been all Vegas's pass game tonight, as Houston really has not done much on the ground. Logan Foster, a dangerous ball. Chicago still protecting a 7-point lead with 3:05 remaining. Let's go to Minnesota, where Houston is finally starting to get the run game going. Oh, the pass is picked off. Logan Foster throws an interception with 3 minutes to go. Unclaimed linebacker Trevance Roberts steps in front of that pass, and Foster is going to want that one back. I don't think he saw him. Oh, that is a huge mistake by the Dragons. Wow, so Rashad Lockley, 139 and a touchdown tonight. Hoping to take advantage. New York, Brando Black to the 43-yard line. And look at Vegas again. 371 passing yards for Vegas. That one caught by Welch. Dallas not quite in the red zone, but they are close, as is Vegas. The Jekyll and Hyde Vegas Devils, my goodness. Lost 41-0 last week. Couldn't complete a pass to save their life. Lockley inside the 5, down to the 3 for Dallas. But Vegas picks up a new quarterback this week, Frank Stearns, and all of a sudden, the Devils are new again as Brando Black completes a pass to the sideline to the 43-yard line. That's McGee. So New York's already across the 50. Cameron Duty fires. Neil Rivers caught in between two defenders. Dallas is an extra point away from a touchdown. The siren's going off. Neil Rivers steals that from two different Dragons, and Rivers and the Talons make Chicago pay for a costly interception. Brando Black, what a catch to the 21-yard line. A 22-yard reception. 363 yards of offense tonight. That's Gordon's 7th catch for New York. The extra point is good for Dallas. 17-17 in Big D. New York's on the move, trying to tie the game in New York. Vegas is trying to put the game away in Minnesota at the Chipper 32-yard line. Hand off to Houston. There goes Jazario Houston. Finally, boy, the run game has come alive late. 66 yards on 17 catches for Houston. Or 17 carries, rather. Black is going to the end zone. What a catch! Touchdown, New York! That's Gordon again. And the Lightning answer back. Look at this catch on the back line. That's worth all the angles we have. Frank Stearns, end zone, Vegas, touchdown. Have a day, Frank Stearns, in his first game with Vegas, and they're up 21. Here we go again. Here on game night. Tied at 17 in Dallas. Tied at 24 in New York. Foster's got 2:23 to make it happen for the Dragons. Minnesota, for the second straight week, cannot get the offense going. 2-minute warning in Texas. That's the question, right, Kane? 6:29 to go in the fourth. In New York, and Cleveland will get the football back. Logan Foster fires to the 43-yard line. That is our pressure point, lower right-hand corner of the screen. A tie game under 2 minutes to go. Chicago and Dallas have all 3 of their timeouts. Cleveland and New York still has time, 6:29 left, but the time is waning for Chicago. Logan Foster, back to pass. Foster all day, fires down the field. It's caught at the 41-yard line. Chicago close to scoring position. No huddle for Chicago. Foster, again, all kinds of time. And Minnesota wishes they had that line, but 2 receivers were in the same area, and it ends up falling incomplete. Cleveland has a 3rd and 2 with 6:33 to go. They fake it to Swift. Covert fires, caught. Cleveland first down. Foster over the middle, 2nd down and 10, gets to the 37. No timeout from Dallas because Chicago is not in scoring position, or realistic scoring position as we put it here at VFN headquarters. 3rd down and 5 for Chicago. 50 seconds left in a tie game. Handoff and stuffed. Timeout Dallas, because now it's 4th down to potentially get the football back. And what is Chicago going to do here? It would be a 54-yard field goal for the win. They're going to attempt it. The longest field goal this season in the UFL is 54. 2 different kickers have done it. From 54, Chicago missed. Wide left. Oh my goodness. And Covert is sacked by New York, but the field goal for Chicago missed wide left. That's going to give Dallas pretty decent field position. Sam Reed and Austin Whitney hold the UFL record for longest field goals. They both made from 54. Chicago misses from 54. I know, Vincent, I'm so sorry. I don't vote. The community does. Falk's pass incomplete as Minnesota has gotten into the red zone, to be fair to them. 41 seconds to go in the 4th. Cameron Duty now has a chance. Duty, all kinds of time. Checks it down. That will stop the clock. Dallas has 2 timeouts. You see their target field goal line is the 38 for kicker Corey Ruth. Corey Ruth's longest field goal this season is just 43 yards. 2nd down and 7, 35 seconds left. For New York gets the stop with under 4 minutes to play. Cleveland has to punt. Cameron Duty back to throw. That pass is caught over the middle to the 49-yard line. Timeout with 30 seconds to go by Dallas. They will save that last timeout for the final seconds if necessary. Chicago will start burning timeouts if Dallas gets into scoring position. And Minnesota has scored a touchdown. So the Chippers get things together in the no huddle. Going to make this a little bit interesting. Brando Black has the ball with under 4 minutes to go. Cameron Duty's going to hand it off. Make sure you get the 3rd down. But now that's a 10-second runoff. 22-21. They're going to get to the line with about 15 seconds left. Dallas has 1 play in the field of play before that final timeout. They are still outside of realistic field goal range. Cameron Duty, 9 seconds to go. Duty over the middle. That pass is caught at the 27-yard line. Timeout Chicago, because now Dallas is in scoring position. What a throw from Cameron Duty in the final seconds in a flawlessly executed 2-minute offensive drive. Dallas with a 44-yard field goal in front of them, under 10 seconds. They're going to take this. This would be Corey Ruth's long of the season for 44 yards, and for Dallas to come all the way back from a 14-0 deficit. This kick for Dallas is good with 3 seconds left. The Talons, for a 3rd straight week, come up clutch in the 4th quarter. What a turn of events off a Chicago missed field goal. Brando Black in a 24-24 game. That's where we're shifting focus now. By the way, Minnesota's two-point conversion was good, so it's a 14-point game now in Minnesota. 5:42 to go. The Chippers are making things just a little bit interesting. And yeah, Kane, heartbreak again, it would appear for Chicago. There is 3 seconds left, but we have not had a kick or punt return this season. Chicago lost last week 38-41, and they lost to Milwaukee by just a few points as their comeback fell short. 2-minute warning in New York. Here's the final return for Chicago. Past the 25, down to the 30, and the Dragons come up short again. Dallas 3-0. New York under 2 to go in a tie game. Pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 3. Can Minnesota get off the field? Yes, they can. They sack Stearns. Here come the Chippers with 5 minutes to go. Oh, things are getting interesting. Did we expect anything less? Colin Northrup and Tyler Falk have your call for Cincinnati and Motor City, a pair of 2-0 teams. Can't wait to see that game. Wow, 375 pass yards at the end of the day for Cameron Duty. He shook off 2 interceptions early on in that game. Brando Black on a 3rd down and 10. Money to the Cleveland 43-yard line. That's Gordon again. What a night for Gordon. He's still unclaimed, 9 for 116. You want to play receiver, might look up Gordon for New York. Brando Black, deep shot, out of bounds. 1:27 left. Can Minnesota do the impossible? They were down by 22. 4.5 left. Doug Falk sacked again. Doesn't feel like it. Brando Black trying to set up the screen, but Cleveland blows it up. Now it's 3rd and 12. Cleveland will call a timeout if they can get a stop. 1:12 and counting, but New York's in the no huddle. Doug Falk sacked again. Brando Black's pass down the field is incomplete, so nobody has to call any timeouts. Boy, we might have, I've said this over and over again this week, we might have our first overtime in UFL history. It's 4th and 12. I think New York has to go for it, especially given what happened at the end of the first half. Doug Falk airing it out deep, and now it's 4th and 22. I think Minnesota has to go for this with 3:43 left. Yeah, New York's going to punt. They've learned their lesson. 1:03 to go. They're going to tough it out, try to play defense. Both teams have all 3 timeouts as Cleveland and New York have played a nip and tuck game all night in the city that never sleeps. Is that Vegas? I'm pretty sure that's New York, right? Deep shot for Falk. And it's caught. Wow, what a catch. A diving attempt is good for Minnesota. That's Henry's first catch of the night for 38 yards. Covert taking a deep shot for Cleveland. It's incomplete. Target line's about the 37 for Cleveland. Look at Minnesota. They're in the red zone. 3:08 to go. Are you kidding me right now? No huddle for Minnesota, under 3 to play. Covert for Cleveland, back to pass, 45 seconds left, takes off and takes a sack. Well, now Cleveland's in the give-up zone. They're not in any kind of hurry. 3rd down and 17, 5th sack for New York. Minnesota in the no huddle, 2nd down and 8, 2:37 and counting, trying to make this a 1-score game. Doug Falk takes the, well, he threw it away. 3rd down coming up. That was unclaimed corner Antonio Dawson with the sack for New York. 3rd and 17, 30 seconds left. Cleveland just has to play out the stretch here. They'll hand it off to Swift. Gets to the 19. New York calls a timeout.
You got it. You got it.
And the Lightning will have 2 timeouts, 23 seconds left. We'll see what kind of punt Cleveland can get off. Well, imagine if New York got a block punt here. No block punt. Cleveland kicks it away. 17 seconds left. Decent return to the 45. 15 seconds to go. 4th and 9 for Minnesota, but it'll happen after the 2-minute warning. 15 seconds left for New York. They got to get into field goal range. Brando Black over the middle. That pass is caught to the 49. There's a flag with 9 seconds left. It's a face mask on Cleveland.
Defense.
No! Folks, pass incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Automatic first down.
Vegas looks like they're going to hold on, but a terrible penalty. 9 seconds left, under 10. I think New York they're going to attempt the 52-yard field goal for the win. Off the face mask from Cleveland. The field goal for New York is good with 5 seconds left. Oh my gosh, what a penalty. New York still had 2 timeouts. They could have gotten into field goal range on their own. But that penalty, a crusher for Cleveland. And Vegas, Stearns in the end zone. He is caught for a safety. Oh my gosh, this is Minnesota. Minnesota will not let this die. They are trying as hard as they can to come back. Stearns is sacked in the end zone. Now it's 32-20. Final play in New York. Does Cleveland have a return in him? To the 29. That's the end of the game in New York. Wow, wins the game in the final seconds. 2 game-winning field goals in the final 10 seconds here on game night. And the New York Lightning narrowly avoid 0-3. All right, coming up on the home stretch in Minnesota, Tyler Falk and Colin Northrup have the call with Cincinnati and Minnesota here on UFL Primetime. Coming up next, nearly 50 viewers right now here on game night. Thank you so much for your support and your interest in the UFL. The UFL really delivered in week 3 as all these teams are gunning for a championship. Doug Falk is sacked again. Are you kidding me? That is sack number 8 for Las Vegas tonight. That's 15 sacks in the last 2 weeks on Minnesota's quarterback. And until they can get that fixed, the Chippers just have not been able to get it moving. Falk has a catch. First down, that's Tyler to the 48. He's been kind of quiet tonight. Think outside the box, says thanks. Appreciate you hosting these game nights. We appreciate you watching.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
And don't forget, division games have a second meeting, so New York will take on Cleveland later on. Doug, you gotta throw the ball. Sack number 9. His receiver's just not getting open. And that was something that Minnesota cleaned up. All the plays that were resulting in sacks from previous, they were all stripped away from the game plan, yet they still cannot protect the quarterback. As Minnesota takes a timeout, 25 seconds. They're still not totally out of this. They're down 12. Can Minnesota do the unthinkable? It was 32-10 at one point. They had a 4th and goal that they failed to convert. Otherwise, this might be a totally different ball game here, as Falk's pass is caught to the 20. 8-yard line, timeout, Minnesota. Well, they actually mark him at the 30. 17 seconds left. Minnesota will save that timeout. They really need to get into the end zone, I would say, right here on this play, I think, if they want to have any chance. Boy, Cincinnati Motor City should be a great game tonight. Can't wait for that one. It's coming up in a matter of seconds. We just got to see what happens here in Minnesota. Falk's pass incomplete, 14 seconds left. At the Vegas 30. Falk, incomplete. 11 seconds left. 30 of 44. And it looks like Vegas is going to hold on here. The Devils jumped out 32-10. They did it with their deep or down the field passing attack tonight. Ethan Flowers was excellent. Battle had 2 touchdowns. Falk's pass deep down the field. That's caught at the 8. And Minnesota's going to try to get it into the end zone for pride with 4 seconds left. Vegas gets off the mat. They go to 2-1. Minnesota will fall to 1-2. That blowout win over Portland, a distant memory at this point. New York with a monster win to get their first win of the season, and devastation for Chicago, the Heartbreak Kids. Here we go, final play. Doug Falk, well, that is just the proper way to end it, isn't it? Sack number 10 tonight for Vegas, and Minnesota cannot get in the end zone. 2 opportunities late in the fourth. They come away with nothing. Wow, look at Frank Stearns on the first, on his debut performance, 388 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and a rushing touchdown. And Vegas beats Minnesota 32-20. Your final stats can be seen in the individual game on VFN. And, of course, later on UFL.football. Let the music roll. Another strong night of action here on UFL Game Night. Your finals. New York beats Cleveland 27-24 on a field goal inside of 10 seconds. Vegas tops Minnesota 32-20. And Chicago falls to Dallas on a field goal in the final 10 seconds. Dallas comes back to win that ball game. What was it, 20-17? I've already forgotten. What a night. Woo! Cincinnati Motor City coming up next. Colin Northrup and Tyler Falk. We'll see you there. Thanks, everybody, for enjoying Game Night. This has been Week 3 in the UFL. Week 4 starts Thursday. We'll see you then. Good night.